Welcome to the Call Guys podcast, co-hosted by Kevin Hopp and Ronen. This podcast is all about sales development and the art and science of building high-performing outbound sales teams. Tune in weekly to hear live cold calls and also to hear Kevin and Ronen interview some of the top names in sales development. Let's dive right into this week's episode and see what we can learn. This episode is brought to you by Connect and Sell, your live conversation weapon. Teams that use Connect and Sell average 5 to 10 times more live conversations every day with their prospects. As a cold calling consultant, I've used every platform out there, and simply put, Connect and Sell is the Cadillac of the sales acceleration space. If you haven't tried it out, your team can try it for free by clicking the link in the show notes below.
Here we are. We are live, everybody. How we doing?
That was hype. I love that intro. Gets me going every time.
Yeah,
How fast is we get on the show today?
Who, this handsome brown man from England? From
This is Brit sounding from the UK. Shane, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Welcome. Well, I'm happy to be back, Kevin, and partnering with Ronen on this particular episode. So we're probably going to see who's the best cold caller right now, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a competition because you call yourself the best caller on the planet. We all know that I'm the best caller.
I am. No.
We're going to have to find out here by making some live dials. First off, I want to give a quick shout out to this show's sponsor, Connect and Sell. If you guys haven't tried Connect and Sell, you really need to. It's not a tool, it's a weapon. Connect and Sell is your live conversation weapon, allowing you to have instant live conversations with prospects in your target market in a very, very easy fashion. I'm going to be sharing my screen a little bit today at some points throughout the show to show you how easy Connect and Sell is to use. We're going to be using it to have a lot of live conversations in a short period of time. But hey, Shane, why don't you tell the audience who you are, your background, what you do, and who you're going to be calling today?
My name is Shane. A few people on the network will probably know who I am. I have become an investor and an advisor to private equity firms who are looking to scale their businesses from pretty much 500,000 to $1 million at a starting point. I've sold 2 businesses. One of them is an outbound selling appointments, and then another one for private dining. And now I'm working with a compliance company out of Europe, helping scale their team from 5 to 60 people. And hopefully they will be acquired in the next few years. So that's me. Exciting times.
Man, that's exciting indeed.
Connect and Sell is federally compliant. And because of that, if we call into a state where 2-party consent is necessary for a call recording, you won't hear those calls. So that's good to know. It's good to know. We're all following the rules today. All right. With no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and hit go on my side. I'm going to be calling founders today. I'm going to be pitching what we do here at the Call Guys, which is outbound sales process, structure, and strategy, advisory, consulting. I got a bit of a script here. Shane, who are you calling today?
I'm going to be calling retail and corporate banks for one of my clients. Hi there, Kevin. Kevin?
Looks like
Hi, I'm trying to speak to Kevin. I was attempting to call Crown Bank. Have I hit the wrong number? Yeah, so I'm trying to speak to Kevin. Can you put me through to him? He's the CEO and director. Thank you. Tell him it's Shane. He knows who I am.
he knows who I am.
Well, look, I've got a few numbers for him. I've got his cell phone. I sent him a text message, so he said pop over a call. So here I am. All right. So what number do I use to reach Kevin then? Or should I just hit him up on his mobile again? Okie doke. All right then. All right, cool. No problem. Thank you very much. And I'll catch you in a bit. All right. Bye-bye.
All righty. All right. There we go.
Shane got blocked.
She said it's a branch. So clearly it's the wrong number.
Office line.
Hello, Angie. Okay, I'm trying to reach Angie from. Is that right? So, but I'm trying to call the one in New York. Okay, then. All right. Let me check and I'll come back to you. All right.
Boom, boom.
We're not doing too good.
But two quick connects. Two quick connects. That's the power of using a parallel dialer. I mean, you just go one to the next. It dials for you. You connect. It's game changer.
Like I've always said, life is too short to listen to the phone ring. So we're not listening to the phone ring. We're simply waiting for a live person to talk in our ear. And when they talk, we talk.
Hey, wrong person. I called the same person again. Wow, my connection rate is through the roof. Too bad it's not the right people.
Yeah.
And a big part of the strategy is your list building strategy as well. You know, where you get that data from.
Where do you guys get your data from?
Variety of sources.
All over the internet.
Sources. Yeah. You know, one of the
you
things
don't divulge the sources?
No free ads. No free ads. That's what I said. That's what I said. No free ads. There are probably 25 different places you can get data from. People ask us all the time. They come to Ronen and I, hey, you guys are the call guys. Who has the best call data? And the answer is, well, it's complicated, right? There is no one vendor. Despite what every vendor will say, there is no one vendor that does great for everybody. So
that's true.
It is a complicated thing. And it's funny that a lot of the executives that we talk with, Ronen and I talk with, they do want that magic bullet. They want one vendor that can do it all. Just doesn't really exist in my experience. You know, for certain segments, industries, there are databases where you're like, dude, this is all you need. They got everything. They got 5 million cell phones for your target market. But across the whole scope is very difficult.
Hey, Glennis, Sam, you're speaking to Shane. Look, I'm sorry I'm an interruption. It is a cold call. So do you want to hang up the phone or do you have a moment to chat? You're speaking to Shane. I'm the CEO of a company called Project X in London. Okay. I wanted to speak to you about your outbound strategy and potentially increasing your pipeline over the next 3 to 6 months. I wanted to see if that's a conversation worth having if we can find the time to speak. David. Awesome. Quick one. I've come through to your line. I just want to make sure that I don't disturb you if this isn't your line. So I was trying to reach Glennis. I was told to speak to him, but I'm speaking to you, and your name is Sam. Look, I'm going to connect with you on LinkedIn. You sound like a nice dude. So do you have a last name? Sorry? And are you the president of the company? Just one of the regional managers. Those are kind of important people, kind of a big deal at a company like yours. So look, if I speak to David, as a regional manager, are you in charge of sales? Are you in charge of operations? What are you really focusing on right now? Okay. Do you support your sales team with your knowledge of the product lines? Awesome. So look, before I reach out to David, I have a bit of info from Glennis. Obviously, I'm speaking to you right now. When you look at the product lines, and if you saw an opportunity to increase the amount of customers you could attain in a year, what suggestion would you give to the sales team if you were heading up the organization? Just like if you were shooting from the gut, what would you say? What would your suggestion be on increasing annual sales? Well, look, I'm trying to help. So look, I'll jump in real quick. Sorry to interrupt you and chime in there. I help companies scale. I help them scale 2, 3, 4, 5x. Some companies I've worked with are NASDAQ companies, NASDAQ listed companies, NYSE listed companies. And right now, you can probably hear from the tone of my voice, I work in London and I help FTSE 250 companies. So if increasing annual sales, look, everybody's going to have an opinion. David will have an opinion as the CEO. He's going to want to do 101 things. You as a regional product line manager, you're in the weeds of things and you understand what's happening. What would your suggestion be? Like, that's what I'm looking for. Just a gut feeling. Would you approach more people in Europe? Would you approach more people in APAC? Would you approach more people in North America or even South America? If you had one suggestion to change everything, what would you do? And if you were to expand the team, what would be the perfect size of the team you'd expand it to? 100 or 1,000? So maybe like 20? Awesome. No, look, it's cool. Look, Sam, like I said, I really value the people within these organizations because your opinion and your view of how everything looks, it really does matter. David is going to see a 30,000 foot view. you're going to see maybe a 10,000 foot view, but you also see David and what he's doing from the top line. But look, Sam, I'm going to connect with you on LinkedIn. You're speaking to Shane Mahi. Connect with me on LinkedIn. And then if I do have an opportunity to speak to David, I could probably fill you in with some information about what we can do to maybe increase sales in your division. And if you could become the hero for the next 2 years, I'm sure we'll have a nice chat when I visit America next year. No doubt. Speak to you soon. Bye.
Wow.
So now I know that they want an opportunity to increase annual sales. The focus is on a number of specific areas. They want to reach more people. They want to expand the team to 20 or 30. I'm going to speak to David, who's the CEO, and I'm going to wow him.
I love it. So what's your move from here? So you're going to reach out directly to David, or you're going to go collect more info?
I'll say I know there's a number of things floating around the organization, around expansion, and let's have a chat. I think I have some good ideas to help you grow.
That's a great move. Yeah, you do like a reconnaissance mission on a call or two, collect some info, use that to position it as, look, I've already done my research. I talked to this person and that person in your organization. Here's what I know. This is exactly what I do. Would it be crazy if we explored how we could work together?
Absolutely. I love it. Every conversation is an opportunity. But like I said, the one thing that helps me stand out from the rest is my authority and my voice. My tonality is another thing, but anybody who is actually watching this, you will always start off in cold calling, looking up to people and kind of asking them for that time. And I was thinking when I was, my third or fourth year of sales, I said, you know what? I'm going to look down on these prospects and these executives like I'm above them.
With the call guys, Peter, how are you?
It worked.
Nice. Kevin's got one.
Hey, Peter, I know I'm calling you a bit out of the blue here. Did I catch you with a minute to have a quick cold conversation, or are you heads down on something else? I could hear some background noise. Yeah. Capable health. Oh, right on. Do you have a new venture? What was that? Oh, okay. Right on. Are you, by chance nowadays, you working in a B2B tech startup? Oh, taking some time off. Fantastic. All right, Peter. We'll have a great rest of your day. Cheers.
Look, I like how you still got into it. You always want to check. They might be in a similar role at a similar company.
Yeah.
Nothing? No dice?
Yeah, what were we saying about data? So Peter, so the risk of calling startups, right? One of the things that Ronen and I do is advise very early stage startups on outbound sales structure and strategy. So if you call an early stage startup, this guy said he closed his startup. No longer a startup. Once again, something that happened recently, very recent. So this is,
Yeah, the last time I was dialing, I got a large number of people who were no longer working at the company, which makes sense. Calling tech companies, tech going through layoffs. It's a bloodbath out there for some folks in Silicon Valley. So if that happens, just, empathize with the person. What's next? And there's nothing there. You move on.
Yeah, you should tell them you have the wrong leadership and you weren't supposed to be CEO. You suck, and you should contact Shane.
and then Shane.
All guys, how you doing today?
Oh, got another one.
Hey, Gabriella, this is Kevin. I'm actually the co-founder of a business called The Call Guys. I know I'm calling you out of the blue here. I apologize. Did I catch you with a minute to chat, or are you it's down something? Sounds good. Okay. This is another one where she said she no longer has a business. But all right. So, and then if you look at LinkedIn, I'm looking at her LinkedIn, it's the CEO of the business.
You can only do so much. If LinkedIn's not up to date, if the data source that you get the data from isn't up to date, what do they say? It's there's like 50% drop off in your data after how many months? Like 6 months? There's some crazy statistic like that. It turns over so fast. And now currently with the climate, it's turning over faster.
Yeah. I mean, this was, how are you supposed to see this coming? Cause even if you take the time to do a little diligence, like still says she's involved with the business on LinkedIn and stuff like that. So bummer, onward and upward, but this list is hitting. Hopefully we get another one.